In this lecture series, we will cover the problem solving technique for series clipper. Basically, the simplest example of series clipper circuit is our half-wave rectifier, which is shown in this slide. It is very clear that if we are giving a input voltage Vi across a diode and we are taking the output across the resistance, so if we are giving a square wave signal, so the diode will conduct only in the upper half, so the output will be only due to the upper half. For the negative half, the diode is in reverse bias, so there will be zero output voltage. So this one is the simplest example of a series clipper circuit. I will tell you later how we are saying this one is a series clipper and what are the different types, series or parallel. We will discuss it later after that slide. And similarly, if we are giving a triangular input signal, so the diode will again conduct only for this upper half of signal, and the output is same as that of input. For the negative half cycle, diode will be reverse bias and there will be no voltage during that time, so it is zero. So this was simple half wave rectifier, you know the basics. And this is one type of clipper circuit. We are just clipping some portion of a input sinusoid by using diode. So what we are doing, just we are clipping this negative half of both the inputs, triangular and square wave, is done through a diode. So this one is our clipper circuit. We are clipping something, and diode is the one of the fundamental electronic device that is used for the clipping circuit to clip something. And the most easiest and simple example is our half wave rectifier. So now we will start with the diode clipper. So diode clipper is basically an electronic network that contains diode. It may have more than one diode to clip a portion of an input signal without affecting the remaining part of the input waveform. In the first slide, what we show that the first part of the input signal is remains same, but the negative half of the input signal is discarded with the help of diode. So our example for this type of clipper is the simplest example, half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. So again I am repeating, the diode clipper is basically a electronic network that contains diode or more than one diode to clip away a portion of an input signal. We are just clipping some portion. In the half wave, we are clipping the negative half cycle of an input signal without affecting the remaining part. The positive half of the cycle is remain constant. So half wave rectifier is the example. Full wave is also the example of a clipper circuit. So now application. So it is widely used in various electronic devices like TV, computer, and wave shaping circuits, radar, and few more. Now the types. The types of a diode clipper is of two types. First one is your series clipper, in which diodes in series with the load. So here what I am saying, in a half wave rectifier, diode is connected in series with the resistance. So it is your series clipper. So in this lecture we will only discuss the series clipper. In the next lecture we will cover the parallel clipper. Or in parallel clipper, the diode is connected in parallel with load. So diode and load will be in parallel in connection, and in series one, diode is connected in series with the load. So these are the two types. Now we just go for some numerical how to solve series clipper with addition of a DC supply voltages. So this one we are taking a problem to solve the clipper circuit. So this one is the problem. We are giving a sinusoidal signal Vi, and this one is the circuitry. Here this one is the half wave rectifier, but we are adding one additional DC voltage source. So how the output will be, how the output will looks, that we have to find. We have to find the output waveform. So in such cases, what we have to do, first we have to decide at what instant the diode will conduct. Your step 1 is the step where you have to find what should be the transition voltage where the diode is just start to conduct, but during that time of diode conducts, the current in this circuitry will be 0. Means the resistance, through that resistance the current should be 0, the current should that loop should be 0. So your very first step is to find out the transition voltage where the diode is just on, but there is no current in the circuit. So how? So the 0 current in the circuit. So 0 current means what I am saying, this current is 0, I0. So after that you just apply Kirchhoff's voltage law in this loop. So it will give Vi minus V equals to 0. Just Vi minus V equals to 0. We are not saying that there is a current, because this in that one there is no current during the time of transition when diode is just on, but there is no current in the circuit. So that gives the voltage where the diode is just on, that is our Vi equals to V. So if we plot this Vi equals to V is the line which is just parallel to the x-axis, or we can say the time axis. So if we plot this Vi equals to V in this signal source, after that will give over that line Vi equals to V. Vi equals to V is a line parallel to the x-axis, or we can say the time axis, that will give the diode transition phase, and after that line the diode will be conduct or not conduct, it will give. So this one is the very first step. In any case you have to just first find out the transition voltage. So these are the steps, very simple. For the first case you just apply KVL where there is no current in the circuitry. So Vi minus V equals to 0. So in the next step, what I am saying, transition voltage Vi equals to V gives the on and off state of a diode by plotting the Vi equals to V line on the input waveform, which is I already discussed. So this one is the input one, and this one is the line parallel to the time axis Vi equals to V. So now we can decide that over this Vi equals to V, that is when, for example, is suppose this one is your 5 volt and this one is your 10 volt. So if input voltage is 6, so diode will be on state. Means, for example, I am saying this one is a 5 volt, 5 volt. So if this one is 5 and this one is below 5, the diode will not conduct. So if this one is above 5 volt, above 5 volt, or simply Vi equals to V, it will conduct. Over this one the diode will be on. Is it okay to everyone? Diode will be on for Vi equals to V, and when the diode is off, when the input is less than Vi equals to V, means below this line the diode will be off. You can decide, suppose this one is 10 volt and this one Vi equals to 5 volt. So above 5 volt diode will only conduct. You can take it as example. And if this one is 3 volt, diode will be in reverse bias. From that figure you can easily think. So this one is the second step. Now in the third step, when we know the diode is on, so now the diode is on, the input will be same as that of input voltage, that is above the line Vi equals to V. Hence the diode is replaced with a short circuit equivalent, and the output across the resistor can be evaluated by applying KVL. So before that, the figure first see, when what I am saying above this V, if this one is greater than Vi is greater than V, Vi is greater than V for this curve over this one, means over above this line, the diode will be on. So when diode is on, so we have to find the output voltage across this resistor is nothing but simply we have to just apply KVL in that loop. So what we have to write, Vi plus Vi minus V plus minus V naught equals to 0. It is clear? Vi minus V minus V naught equals to 0, that will give V naught equals to Vi minus V, simple. So now the V naught peak value will be Vi, instead of Vi we could write Vm minus V. So this one is the output voltage when the diode will be in the on state. Now we have to think about the diode when it is in the off state. So in off state the diode will be off, or it is open circuited. So how it looks? When diode will be in off state, below the line Vi equals to V, hence the diode is replaced by an open circuit, and the current across the resistor will be 0, hence output voltage across the resistor becomes 0 for off state of the diode, so the output will be 0. So how it looks? So maximum value Vm minus V, and further this time below means after below this T1 the output voltage will be 0. So how the total thing, how the overall input and output voltage waveform can be looks like, when we are giving input voltage this one, you have to draw the transition voltage line Vi equals to V. Above the V the diode will be on, below this line Vi equals to V, D will become off, and the maximum peak value when diode is on is Vm minus V, and up to this one T1 to T2 diode is on, so the output voltage will be of similar fashion as that of input, but the peaks will be Vm minus V, and when there is diode off there will be zero voltage. So there is a 0 voltage here and 0 voltage here. So this one is the example for the simple series clipper circuit with a addition of a power supply, that is our DC power supply. So again we will go for another question. So now this one is the similar type of thing with, now I am giving some voltages. So Vm is 20, minus Vm is minus 20, and addition voltage is 5 volt. So in similar type of problem, so again what we have to do, first thing we have to find the transition voltage where the diode is on, and we have to find what should be the transition level over which the diode is on, or below the transition voltage the diode is off. So first step already told, transition voltage we have to find, that will decide the diode will be on at what position. So what should be the circuitry? This one, during the transition voltage we are saying the diode is just on and there will be 0 current in the circuitry. So just apply again Kirchhoff's voltage law. In that loop it will give Vi plus 5 minus 0 equals to 0. So that is our Vi plus 5 equals to 0, that will give Vi equals to minus 5 volt. Okay, so it is clear. So after that, next step, when Vi equals to Y gives the on and off state of a diode by plotting Vi equals to V line on the input waveform. So how it looks? So Vi equals to V line minus V, sorry, there is a missing thing is there, minus V line, that is a minus 5, a line which is parallel to the time axis. So you just draw it, okay, and the diode will be on above this line. If the input is even minus 4 volt, the DC voltage is 5 volts, so the diode should be in on state. So above this line diode will be on state, and below this line, minus 5 volt line, diode will be off state. It's a very simple thing. You have to just concentrate for few minutes, then it will very clear, means diode is on above this Vi minus 5, yes or no. You just put any value, suppose this one is minus 3 and this one is 5, minus 5, okay, so diode will become on. You can easily see, means this one is 5 volt, even it is negative, this one is plus 5, okay, so we are just above this one, diode will be on. Okay, so this line is okay. So now third step, when diode is on, what should be the voltage, output voltage, and the diode is replaced by the short circuit. So this one is the thing, when diode is in the on state, Vi plus 5 minus V naught equals to 0. So it will give the output voltage as Vi plus 5 volt. So this one is the thing, Vi plus 5 volt. Now one more thing, then when I am saying Vi equals to 0, when Vi equals to 0, output voltage is 5 volt. So the output voltage will start from somewhere above the origin, and if Vi is 20 volt, it should be 25. So when it is 20, it should go to 25. So it is slightly start from the upper one. And when the diode is off, there is off, so the output voltage will be what? 0. So when diode is off, a line below minus 5, hence the diode is replaced by open circuited, then the current across the resistor will be 0, hence the voltage across the resistor becomes 0 for the off state. Then the diode the voltage across the output will be 0. Finally the output voltage waveform looks like this one, the output one. So how this one is the input one, okay, now we are just drawing the transition voltage. Okay, now we are deciding diode on above this line and diode off. So now the when diode is on, the total voltage would be 25, so it will go to 25. At origin it will start from 5, and so it will start somehow like that, and the 0 value for the negative half, in that way, in there, that it should be negative. Okay, here the diode should be off in that region, because this one is a negative voltage, so reverse bias. So this one is the simplest example of a series clipper circuit. If there is, now I am considering both as simple ideal diode, so the V cut-in voltage of ideal diode is 0 volt. If this one is silicon, you have to consider 0.7 volt. If it is germanium diode, you have to consider 0.3. If it is gallium arsenide, you have to consider 1.2. So these are the two simplest example of an series clipper circuit. You can make any clipper problem. It is very easy. You have to just focus on the simple concept. First thing, you have to find the transition voltage where the diode is just on, and during that time you have to think there is no current. Then you have to find the transition voltage. You draw that line. That line will be parallel to the time axis. Then above the line, above the transition line, the diode will be either on or off. After that we have to decide on or off. Then we have to just short circuit the diode, then find out the output voltage. Then after, you just open circuit the diode and find out the output voltage, and then after you can easily plot. It is very simple. You can do practice and you will get the answer. So you have to just, you can do so many problem through your book. You can take any problem and you can solve during this simple concept. So thank you. In next lecture, we will go for the parallel clipper circuit. Thank you.